later, guys, and it gets faster, but it's a handful now.
Yeah, he's giving up way too much on these restarts, though, for it to come back later on. 6 positions on this restart alone. Tony Stewart, Greg Biffle trying to work their way back from the problems on the last round of pit stops. Running 18th and 19th now. They were 31st and 32nd on the restart after the 3rd caution. And now Stewart is up into the 17th position. Just shy of 150 miles today at Kansas Speedway. The NASCAR Sprint Cup Series presented by Ram. Jimmy Johnson is out in front.
Chances are you're not made of money, so don't overpay for motorcycle insurance. Geico. See how much you could save.
Hey, DirecTV customers, are you ready for another season of non-stop NFL action on DirecTV's Red Zone channel? Each Sunday, we'll take you around the league for live look-ins on every game.
Oh, what a catch! This is unbelievable.
He's got it for a touchdown.
NFL history time.
Get all the action inside the 20 with the Red Zone channel by upgrading to NFL Sunday Ticket Max. Call 1-800-GET-SPORTS or text NFL to 223322.
At 10 years old, I told Joe Gibbs that if he gave me the chance to drive for him, I'd win him a championship. Eventually, he would hold up his end of the bargain.
The 2006 Rookie of the Year, Denny Hamlin.
And now, it's time for me to hold up mine.
I promise you in the next couple of years we're going to win a championship.
I'm Denny Hamlin, and this is my chase.
The chase for the NASCAR Sprint Cup. A dozen journeys, one destination.
Nationwide is on your side. I've been saying that for years, but why should you believe it? Well, the Earnhardt family's been trusting Nationwide Insurance for more than 30 years.
They've protected the Jarrett family for 40 years. And Nationwide Insurance puts members first because they don't have shareholders.
In fact, they've been protecting the NASCAR family of drivers, teams, and fans for more than 60 years.
Just goes to show you, this is a family business. To join the nation, call 877-NATIONWIDE. Nationwide is on your side.
My friend told me about a great new way to get deals. It's called Bank of America Deals from Bank of America.
I choose the cashback deals in my mobile or online banking.
I just use my Bank of America debit or credit card when I pay.
And I get as much as 15% cash back, but in my account.
This is cash back on top of other rewards we already get. And best of all, it's free.
Friends help friends get deals.
Pass it on.
Introducing Bank America Deals, free for online banking customers. Sign into your online banking to choose your deals today.
Who doesn't like a good deal?
Right now, get your favorite Pizza Hut pizzas for just $10 when you carry out. Any size, any toppings on our hand-tossed, thin and crispy, or world-famous pan crust. Freshly prepared every day for legendary taste. Only at your Pizza Hut. Make it great.
Monday, Michigan's own, or the pride of Chicago. This debate will be settled on the gridiron. Monday Night Football, Lions, Bears, 8:30 on ESPN and Watch ESPN. It all comes down to Monday night.
Jimmy Johnson leading race number 6 in the chase for the NASCAR Sprint Cup at the Kansas Speedway, presented by Ram today. Eric Almirola right with him. Almirola dominated the first 100 miles of this race, led 66 of the 98 laps that have been run so far today. But Johnson getting a lead on an exchange of pit stops a little while ago and has managed to outpace Almirola through 2 subsequent restarts. Coverage of Monday Night Football continues tomorrow on ESPN. First at 6:30, it's Monday Night Countdown, served by Applebee's. Then at 8:30, an NFC North rivalry renewed when Calvin Johnson and the Lions make their way to Soldier Field to take on Brandon Marshall and the Bears. Monday Night Football, Lions and Bears, tomorrow at 8:30 on ESPN. So the 5-time champ, Jimmy Johnson, out in front of this race on the newly resurfaced, slightly reconfigured Kansas Speedway. Johnson coming into the race 7 points behind Brad Keselowski in the championship, 7 positions on the racetrack. And right now, Johnson is running first. Keselowski is running 24th.
Yeah, it looks like he's just riding a little bit. He made that pit stop to get 4 tires. I don't know if they're just trying to be in defensive mode here. They saw a couple of those tire failures. So maybe they'll just ride a little while. We'll keep an eye on him here and see if he picks it up, if he gets close to being a lap down. But he's not nearly up to pace right at this point.
Denny Hamlin running in 11th position. The old as they run.
Like an Eskimo, I'm so cold. You're doing fine, man.
That was Joey Meyer, the spotter up there, saying he's plenty cool.
And the driver telling him, be cool. We're okay. And really, for a group that's not been in the pressure of this championship before, you just wonder, or at least I do, when the pressure really is going to begin to build, when they're going to start to feel it. And walking around the garage area, we all kind of collectively thought, today they might be beginning to start to feel it, that we're in the second half of this chase.
It'll be unnatural not to feel some pressure, especially at this point. Never won a championship. This team trying to get that first one. 5 to go, and they're leading the points. But it's how they handle the pressure. How are they going to handle it from here? This is going to be a tough race to get through. And we'll see how they handle it from here.
Yeah, well, it's no different than Jimmy Johnson and Chad Canales. There's pressure on them, and they've won 5 championships. But it's about this year. It doesn't make any difference what you did in the past. Here's an opportunity right in front of you. You have 5 races to get it done. And you're going to feel that pressure until that last lap at Homestead and whoever's the champion.
And the been there, done that group leading this race with Jimmy Johnson and Chad Canales having that experience behind them to know what to expect over these final 5 weeks.
They think you want us to free up a little bit, huh? Still want to get stuff in to think we're better than we are for the end, you know? The entry to free still could be a little sketchy from time to time, but as soon as I land and load up the car, get a little bit of heavy front end.
Chad and Jimmy talking about where they're at this point, 150 miles into this race. Noteworthy performance so far in the race, besides Almirola, who's led the most laps, would be Regan Smith in this 88 car, who started back in 39th position, subbing for Dale Earnhardt Jr., had a real scare in qualifying the other day when this car bobbled terribly on him at 200 miles an hour. Saved it, started in the back, and he is all the way up inside the top 10 as we take an inside look and get unlimited access to the NASCAR Sprint Cup Series. Brought to you by the NASCAR Sprint Cup mobile app and truly unlimited data on the Sprint Network. Regan Smith, biggest mover in the race so far. There it is. Get unlimited access to NASCAR with live in-car audio and real-time stats on the NASCAR Sprint Cup mobile app, only from Sprint. Get the app and Sprint's truly unlimited data plan at sprint.com/speed. Dave, they have to be pretty pleased so far.
AB, I've got a theory. Quick review. Who's leading the race?
Jimmy Johnson.
Jimmy Johnson. Okay, the seat in Regan Smith's car is an exact copy of Jimmy Johnson's. The shell, the insert, everything except a little lowering of the headrest is exactly the same. So that may be why Regan's running so well. His car wouldn't turn before the last stop on lap 73. They put on 4 tires, adjusted a little. At this point, he's reporting he needs a little rear grip, but you could say he's driving like a champ right now for a good reason.
Very nice.
So if he gets off a little bit, Dave, they need to put some more padding in the seat instead of a little wedge.
And he's got a 4-time champ right behind him, Jeff Gordon. They're talking about Regan Smith, confirmed before the start of the race today by Rick Hendrick that Dale Earnhardt Jr. has been cleared by NASCAR to return to competition next week in Martinsville. So now Regan is of an uncertain future in the NASCAR Sprint Cup Series, although the rumors continue to persist that we will see him in the NASCAR Nationwide Series next year, perhaps competing for the championship there.
I know there's only so many really good rides out there, but this is a driver that has a lot of talent and deserves
a first-class ride, just like this is. He's proven he drove into the top 10 last week at Charlotte before the engine expired. He's done a nice job here today. He has a lot of talent, and with the right race team, he could challenge and win races like we saw him win the race at Darlington back a couple of years ago.
Jeff Gordon going to try and pick up a spot on Regan Smith here. That'll be 8th position.
Gordon is a car that certainly is showing more today than he did in any practice yesterday. They worked a lot on the car, made a lot of changes. We're not very happy with what they had, but has a good showing going so far.
There's your leader, Jimmy Johnson. Eric Almirola right with him. Under the green here at Kansas.
Living with moderate to severe rheumatoid